front, the one that was going to hit him. The woman in the car was not aware, wasn't paying attention, and I knew that he was going to die. So I did what any parent would do, which is basically I just went deep within myself. I remember this process because it felt a little bit different than what I would normally do, but I just felt like this natural sense of wanting to go deep within me. And then I yelled out, well, I screamed out, no. And when I said no, everything in the airport, I mean everything, Jeff, started to vibrate. It was the wildest experience I could ever have imagined. I could see over to my left the planes that were moving around and taxiing to the runway. They stopped. The car stopped. The people stopped. The sound stopped. Everything stopped with that vibrational blast. And right at that moment, I instantly went out of my body and went into the back seat of the car, the front car that was about to hit him. And I was still screaming, no. And I felt the vibration in that car. I saw the woman, I saw her passenger. they both, she slammed on the brakes. She hits herself on the steering wheel. He goes forward. They're all freaked out. I'm out of my body again. I get back into my body. I see everything. And this is really wild. I see everything in two-dimensional reality. In other words, for a brief moment, I saw the veil, this thing that we kind of describe as the field. The veil was waving in the wind. Remember, I just said that there was no wind, there was no sound, there was nothing, but I could see the vibration. Kind of like when you see an earthquake and you see the visual of it, you can see the waviness of that energy. I saw that, but it was up and down, left and right. And I realized, holy cow, everything is a screenshot. Everything's a movie. It was just like as if I was watching a movie, a surround sound movie. It was crazy. And then all of a sudden it went back to 3D. And all of a sudden everything picked up again. The cars started, except now the cars were going really slow and they stopped. And my son crosses the street. He's fine. We're all fine. And that nobody came to us to ask if we were okay. Nobody said, hey, is he all right? Are you all right? Sorry, nothing. It was as if it never happened. People went on with their lives as if nothing happened, very robotic. And that was the first time that I experienced the holographic reality, the holographic simulation of this life. I didn't know it at the time, and they crossed over.
Right now on the planet, there are over 8 billion people, more people than ever, perhaps. Is it possible all these people are here because they want to be here to witness the end of the simulation?
Yes. Yes. If you want the short answer, yes. I could go off into another 20-minute discussion, but not everybody here is here to ascend. There are a significant number that are here, as I would describe them, as extras, and they know themselves as extras because they're here to help either witness or actually facilitate the process of the awakening and ascension that is going to occur. And they know that. Some of the, a lot of people on this planet are not here necessarily to do anything other than to experience the awakening for the joy of being part of it, but not necessarily to ascend. So you got that spot on.
Are you saying by 2029 or 2032, basically the simulation will be over or school will be over and this will be just paradise and some new Earth school somewhere else will be created for people who want to start over or for new people needing to start for the first time?
Wow. Yes, exactly. And I really love the way you just said that. And I really am, when I say wow.
Publish, let me know. Would it be accurate to say that we're close to the end of the simulation or the end of the simulation is coming?
Yes. In fact, when the kind of games that our kids play, there's levels, we're at the end, we're at the top of that game. And the only way to continue is to play a new game, a new version of the game, or a new game entirely. We are at the top. And we are now at the end of the simulation. The only thing left to do is to wake up and actually master the game, which I always tell people, you hear about the great masters of our time. They weren't spiritual masters in the sense that they somehow mastered the spirituality of things. They mastered the game. They were masters of the game. They knew how to control it. They knew how to become it. And that's how they evolved. So yes, we are definitely at the end. And what I keep telling people is what's coming, what is already here, what's bubbling up from way below to the surface, what's ready to come out. And when I say it's ready to come out, it's already here. It's everywhere. It's flowing through us and around us. We just have to vibrate at that frequency. We just have to get to that frequency. Because I got to tell you, having tapped into it, Jeff, it's the most amazing sense of oneness that you could possibly fathom. And once we get there, once we get all, it's done. It's over. We've crossed. It's the ascended part of what's called the higher levels of the fifth dimension, which is where, like I told you, in 10 years, we're going to be there. And it's hard to fathom that, but it's coming and it's beautiful. It's really, really, really beautiful.